Wonder if I'm...
Oh, this is the fire one.
Revelio.
You made it.
I got here before you did.
At least we're out of the classroom.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Hopefully. There's no spiders in here. So let's find some worms. Leeches. Big worm?
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Revelio. Cabalso.
It's another aggressive one!
Levioso. Confringo. Defindo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus! What is going on with them?
Revelio.
First I thought she was gonna, she was saying, what is going on with you? Like you just cast a crazy spell.
Confringo.
Didn't actually mean to cast that in front of her.
Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda.
Seems like the right way to go.
Revelio.
But viciously, there's this thing here. Vicious.
Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Arresto momentum.
Sus.
Revelio.
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Fwooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad. If the Moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Revelio.
Ah, it's another one of these.
Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this.
I don't see the butterflies on the other side, though.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you.
Revelio.
Let's try
Accio.
that one. That one? Okay.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
Was like the only one that didn't have anything, so that's probably
Accio.
logic that I need to rock with.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding
Lumos.
the moths.
Yes, Poppy. Thank you. Like I've never done one of these puzzles before. A sucklefu.
Cabalso. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Depulso.
Am I enjoying this game so far? It's going.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Revelio.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Lumos. Cabalso. Arresto Momentum.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's what that does.
Depulso.
I was like, what does that even do?
Lumos.
That. Do that.
You did it!
Well, thanks to you, Bobby.
Revelio.
That's it. Lightfoot, it's the word. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus!
Guys,
Revelio.
a lot of HP.
Bombarda. Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
I don't see any bubbling water anywhere. Poppy always making things
Merlin,
up.
it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Bombarda!
Given what swoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers
Bombarda.
have been here, assuming this is where
Revelio.
the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them.
Or they've been following us this entire time, ready to take it from us as
We
soon as we
found
grab
it!
it.
It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
That face of hers.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I don't really care about your Hufflepuff stories.
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Now, are they building up to her parents being the master poachers that we're going to have to confront?
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
He didn't really tell us how to find him, so, good luck with that.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Come on, Sebastian. Send me an owl mail. Time to Avada
Now that it's
Kedavra.
night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty.
Anne's worried. She said Sebastian promised her that I would be there if she went to meet him in the catacomb. But now he's asking her to join him immediately and to come alone. She says he doesn't sound himself. Meet us at the catacomb as soon as you can. I hope that my quill has conveyed my message clearly.
It is time. Avada Kedavra. It is time. All right. Sleep will fix everything. Doesn't sleep fix most things? I'm way too excited. I'm tone it down a bit. I see what you're doing there. You suckaboo. I'm telling you, Ominous is gonna die.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
It's gonna have to be Ominous. Let's do a safety save.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here.
Maybe because I'm the one who's going to be learning the spell, maybe I have to choose between Sebastian and Ominous of who I'm going to cast it on. Oh, man.
I received your owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous.
Stop. You did what you had to do, and I agreed. It might well have salvaged my friendship with Sebastian for the moment.
Okay, so I need to figure out if I want Sebastian to be my homie or if I want Ominous to be my homie. Because I have to rock with the assumption that I'm gonna have to kill one of them. So Ominous, I haven't really done anything with Ominous, and so it makes it very difficult to choose him. Kill both? There's an option.
You did agree, and it did save your friendship with Sebastian.
For the moment. I thought we'd gone too far before, but Sebastian is in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be in his right mind.
I think for interestingness sake, if I do get the option, I think Ominous is going to be the one to go. But don't tell him. He's blind, not
Last
deaf.
time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
We're about to face worse. Let's find Sebastian quickly.
Revelio. Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead, in the great room.
Confringo! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Protego! Incendio! Bombarda! Defendo!
Fringo!
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Fringo!
Bombarda! Revelio!
There weren't this many Inferi before.
And there's no sign of Sebastian. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Bombarda!
Blow up a red barrel that was once an enemy. That didn't work.
Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Leviosa!
Incendio!
That also didn't work.
Incendio!
How do I blow up
Incendio!
a red barrel that was once an enemy?
Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum! Confringo! Bombarda! Crucio! Confringo! Bombarda!
Leviosa!
Expelliarmus!
Fringo!
Confringo! Defender!
Hold on a moment. I was so worried about Sebastian I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
Okay, so maybe I'm gonna cast it on...
Revelio.
On the uncle now. Because he's leaving. Which is admittedly far less exciting. But it is what it is.
How many Inferi are there? Petrificus Totalis. Crazy. Protego! Stupid! Defendo! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio!
What's the delio? Revelio. Been here before.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! I need to find a way up that ledge.
Gonna do another save right here. I'm hoping they give me a choice. But, you know, we've come this far. Maybe it's too late for choices.
There's Sebastian. Revelio.
Isn't this incredible?
Sebastian,
I told you, the relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi.
control. I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done? Accio relic!
Solomon! The relic! You'll pay for this!
Levioso! The two of you have gone too far! I'm ending this now!
Save Anne!
Incendio! Levioso!
Confringo!
Levio Incendio!
Homeboy slice.
Potato! Incendio!
Bombarda!
Sorry, it had to be done. Oh,
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
These
Bombarda!
guys
Levioso!
Protego! Stupefy! Defender! Stupefy!
Incendio!
Confringo! Bombarda! Defender!
Levio! Incendio!
Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus!
Now you've gone too far.
Confringo!
Levioso! Incendio! Levioso!
Stupefy! Defender! Bombarda!
I am protecting you, you foolish boy!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Levio! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo!
Sorry, it had to be done.
Mr. Sallow!
Stop! How dare you! You're no friend to my nephew!
Confringo! Defender! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender!
Now you've gone too far.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy!
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer! Avada Kedavra!
Come on. I wanted to cast it. But I guess I didn't know the spell, so.
Incendio! Bombarda!
No!
You've made your choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done? I must get out of here.
I can't let him leave.
Where you dip?
Sebastian! Wait!
Can you teach me that spell?
Stop, Sebastian. Hold on.
This is a little silly. Although,
Arresto momentum.
alright.
Protego!
Why can they TP out, but not Sebastian? He's maybe done it. I don't know. It's supposed to be some super
What is it?
spell or something. I don't know.
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us. Not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it...
He did attack us. You had no choice. It was brave, Sebastian. You clearly care more about Anne than your uncle ever did.
I knew you'd understand. I did do the right thing.
You did. I would have done the same, if I knew how.
I could teach you.
Yes, please.
No time like the present.
The killing curse won't be easy to master. As with all unforgivables, you have to mean it.
Everyone should kill everyone.
Hold your wand steady. Focus. The incantation is Avada Kedavra. Your intention must be clear.
I admit that the only reason I chose that option was to learn the spell.
I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later at the Undercroft, all right?
Well, I admit I am very disappointed in how that played out. But, like, as a whole, I do...
Revelio.
I do like how that quest line plays out. I just wish that it was done differently, I guess. I kind of feel like that quest line... I kind of feel like that quest line would have been amazing if it was the entire game. In the sense of the entire game was built around like a friendship with Sebastian and Ominous and maybe like Anne or something like that, and you know, seeing the interactions with the uncle and you know, seeing all the crazy things that's just going on, and you know, unforgivable curses being cast. Just I can just envision the main story being about Sebastian's descent into whatever's been going on right here.
Revelio.
And that to me sounds like a great game to play. Or a great story to experience, rather. You know, cut out all the open world stuff and just stick to a like solid narrative like that. I could dig it. Guess I can't change my spells right now, but I have to add Avada Kedavra to my list of spells. Alrighty. Let's talk to Natty. Natsai. I also think it would have been so much more interesting if our character had to kill
On
Solomon.
another adventure, are we?
Wasn't a big fan of the Solomon fight though.
Revelio.
That wasn't that great. Alrighty. So that's 0. We need a 3, which is Hydra. And then we have 16, so we need an 8, which is a spider.
Revelio.
Some days are more difficult than others.
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
That's all you wanted to talk to me about?
Revelio.
That's it? Alright. Abracadabra. Put you right there, right there. Okay. And then I'm gonna pass some time. I'm hoping we can do a Sebastian quest, and it just needs to, a little time just needs to pass. Hey, look at that. That is exactly what happened. This? Oh.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian,
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with Ominous.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Revelio!
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We're gonna have to turn him in. He is the homie, though. Do we turn the homie in? Ooh, this goes back to the street rules. Are we snitching? Are we snitching on the homie? Ooh. He's definitely unhinged. And I will admit that really the only reason that I would want to keep Sebastian around and not turn him in is because I'm super curious what happens if he just gets to run around with no, air quotes, consequences for the things that he's done. And again, he was just defending himself. Casting a killing curse was definitely overboard, but stuff happens. I'm gonna stick to the evil plot line here. But I think under normal circumstances, I would turn Sebastian in for this. But because we've been loyal to Sebastian effectively this entire time, I'll stick with the loyalty.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
If it's good things, I'll face it with you, and if it's bad things, then you guys are on your own. Pass the time again, just in case. How long do you think I can follow him? Think he'll just teleport out like everybody else? Going back inside. Where to now, Sebastian? My Slytherin brethren. Can I like push you forward? You know, like make you go a little bit faster.
Arresto momentum.
You gonna go back to the underground? Ooh, if he goes back to the underground and I get a side quest from him, that would be very interesting. That would be very, very interesting. Oh, no, he's not going on. Alright, well, as much as I would like to follow him around and see how that works for this video game, there's things to do. To the keeper. Still something here that I've never done.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the Keepers that Ranrock knows where the last repository is.
According to the owl I received, Ranrock is moving more quickly than we could have anticipated.
This is grave news indeed. We had hoped for more time to discuss the best path forward.
Let us hear what the student has to say.
Professor, you received my owl. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
Isadora told Bragbor about the magic when she asked him to build a container for her. I've seen her memories.
Isadora left memories for someone to find? You know what she did?
Her memories showed what she did for her father, which I also saw in Professor Rookwood's pensive. And a conversation with Bragbor in which she expressed frustration about the limits being placed on her use of ancient magic.
Based upon the memories they have seen, I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast. Perhaps then you can tell me a little more about the memories of Isadora that you witnessed.
Do we think Professor Fig is gonna betray us? He just seems a little too helpful.
Wonder who lives here. I should investigate.
You can't imagine.
You're here. I have good news. We do not have any of Ranrock's loyalists to contend with. Of course, the bad news is that it's likely because they no longer need to track the Keepers for information.
Oh, this must be where I get the
Revelio.
Grag horn thing.
Confringo!
Is that a... It is. I believe I know what must be done. Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
It looks like a grap horn.
And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a grap horn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of Graphorns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the map chamber.
Alrighty then. Let's head on over and get that grap horn. Should have known that it would be main story a lot sooner than I did. Let's it's fine.
When he wasn't looking at snatched it.
Revelio.
Red Rock will lead us to victory!
Interestingly enough, I'm holding down the super boost button and not running out for some reason.
Abandoned.
You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quit a flick of a...
Alright, well, before we tame the beast, let's save and mark.